Welcome to Probinsyano ko channel.
In the world of MMA, there are times when a fighter is acting like a boss doing incredible things, and there are also moments of instant karma. Let's go watch. Let's start the video with an illustrative example of instant karma on Bellator 214. Confident fighter James Gallagher behaved disrespectfully at the weigh-in and did the same ugly right before the fight. But for his opponent, it was a very simple fight that didn't last more than one round. And in the second minute, Ricky organized a beautiful knockout. Like a boss knockout by Dan Henderson. Benson versus Julian Wallace. This is how it happens when you show disrespect to your opponent. Ben confidently went on the offensive. Knockout in under 30 seconds. Davey versus Pearson. If you don't know what like a boss in MMA, now you will see. At SFL 43 India, there was a funny moment with instant karma. Jason Solomon versus Amitesh Shobay. Take a look at his eyes, very funny. It was a very quick knockout in 9 seconds from Amitesh Shobay. Rodriguez versus Andre Fili. This knockout that went down in UFC history and will never be forgotten. Diaz versus Benson Henderson. The moment of instant karma occurred in the third round. Henderson turned the fight to the ground, where he fell into the trap of Diaz. Diaz in his manner began to show the middle finger. This angered Henderson and nearly knocked out Diaz with one punch. As a result, Henderson won the fight by a huge margin and defended his UFC title. Beautiful knockout in boss style on ACA. Perfect! Benson Henderson versus Anthony Pettis. At that moment, Pettis shocked whole MMA world. Holly Holm versus Beta Korea. In the third round, Beta Korea began to provoke Holly and immediately a beautiful head kick in, and this is a knockout.
Here we go. Holly Holm moving around. Mexico hair, feet again. Bang! There's the head kick right across the face on the business end of the Holly Holm shin.
Rustem Khabilov, maestro in wrestling. Anderson Silva versus Chris Wyman. In the second round, Silva showed with all his appearance that he did not feel Chris's blows, and even dropped hands, and in which case he was knockout. Just look at this combo. Alexander Yemelyanenko versus James Thompson. Thompson tried to intimidate Alexander with his whole appearance, and from the very first second he broke off like a bull, but this did not prevent Alexander from knockout him. A legendary moment at the Pride Arena that delighted hundreds of MMA fans. Just look at this punch. How much power. Dominic Reyes versus Jordan Powell. After a series of punches from Dominic, Jordan shook his head, showing that his punches were negligible. And then he was brutally knocked out. KHABIB Nurmagomedov versus Pat Healy. I hope KHABIB will return to the UFC and make us happy with his victory. This is something incredible. I have never seen such a knockout. Joanna Jędrzejczyk versus Rose Namajunas. This, in my opinion, is one of the best moments when a confident fighter gets what he deserves. Magnificent cold-blooded knockout. Raymond Daniels versus Wilker Barros. Just look at this knockout tornado. Magomedov versus Kuslava. This rematch was awaited by millions of MMA fans, where Ankalaev hard knocked out the cocky fighter. Magomedov waited for the right moment and won this fight undisputed. Kevin Lee versus Gregor Gillespie. If you don't know about this knockout, then this is a good time to see it for the first time. Spencer Fisher versus Matt Wyman. Matt shook his head, telling him that Spencer was not on his level. But it was not there. The brutal knee said everything for itself. Michael Page versus Cyborg Santos. Page always acts like he is the boss in the ring and justifies these actions. Let's end this video with a real boss in the UFC. Conor McGregor versus Eddie Alvarez. This is one of my favorite punch combos in MMA. Thank you for watching.